What is up, you guys? I know it's been quite a while and I will explain my absence in the next video, but for now I wanted to share some footage from Circle V, so here you go.
And all the pretty lights.
Just going. Ready to go?
Yeah. The KCC type?
Yeah, keys are in the kitchen. Thank you. Hot and fresh out of the kitchen. What's that?
I was like, those are some cycling
legs. Yeah.
Quads on fleek.
This is a PSA. Porta potties at vegan events do not stink.
Circle V!
My approach is lead by example. I think we need every facet of veganism. We need the people out there that are posting the videos. We need the people at the vigils. We need the people handing out pamphlets. We need the athletes. I'm one of the people that's out there. I call it the Trojan horse tactic. Like, I come in looking like them. I'm an athlete. I want to do all that. And then when they make that statement, like, oh man, like, what's going on? Like, what do you do? And I'm like, oh, well, you know, I'm vegan. I let them come to me first. But once they open the gate, I let them know everything about veganism. My tactic is be as friendly and open as possible. And then once they come inside, you lock the door and you tell them everything.
No, I agree. That's exactly what I do. Skateboarding is weird because there's kids that skateboard that are like 3 now. Obviously, they're DMing me too, but so you have the age group from 3 to like 50, and what I lead by example. I'm 40 as well, and it's when you're watching a skateboarder skate with so much energy. Not that I don't need to talk about myself. I don't think we need to define ourselves with words, but that questions start coming. And on a ground level, every tour I go on, I end up someone talks to me about some post I did or a story, and then that leads into, like you said, once that gate's open, I'm like, and I stop skating for like 2 hours because it's shifting thought right now, you know?
I had really, really bad acne because I was just putting about a gallon of milk into my body a day. It was a special diet called the Go Mad diet. Gallon of milk every single day.
Really? That exists?
It still exists. But then I ended up really causing my own cystic acne, and so I looked into veganism after I ended Accutane. I started to see my face get better, and I started adding in vegetables, my face got even better, and then from there, I started looking into the ethical side of it instead of just the visual side of it. And from there, it's just like, I'm sold on it. The health for yourself is better.
I used to be very angry. Like we talked about, and I'm talking about it in my documentary coming up, is I grew up in Ferguson, Missouri. If you weren't an angry person, you wouldn't make it. And like now I'm very, very calm to the point to where I still might want to do something bad, but I have that moment of conversation with myself first. And I'm like, okay, you can't do that, John. So I would say clarity and recovery is just amazing, which I guess is synonymous across the board.
So many vegans are so far past starting that they forget what starting meant to them. Because, I mean, anything you do, trying to go 100% by tomorrow, the adherence rate to that's going to be super low. So like if someone can do a small step, you should be like, yes, that's awesome, what's next, dude, what's next?
I'm gonna wrap this up here. I wanna know personally, like in 1 or 2 sentences, what your activism is focused on right now. For me, I am supporting all the wild horses.
I have a YouTube channel. We just got to like 215,000 subscribers, which is freaking crazy because a year ago we were just barely maybe even on course to go for 100. So what I cover a lot is fitness, the food stuff, so do full day eating to show people what they can eat, especially people who are newer to it, because it's really complicated when you get into the big recipes. So I make it simple for bros like me to be able to go vegan. You make a quick 3-step meal instead of like a 20-ingredient thing.
My biggest kind of campaign right now, I have a nonprofit called Compassion Champs. I was just looking through an Ironman magazine one day, and the ad came up that with an athlete that had said, "my after." It was a big glass of chocolate milk, meaning her after her recovery. And I instantly thought, what about their after? What about the calves after? What about the mothers after? And I thought, oh, if they know, again, naive, if they know about this, if these athletes know about this, then they'll all change. And so we did a letter campaign over 4 months. Kenny signed the letter, John signed the letter, Rich Roll signed the letter, Brendan Brazier, and I'm excited to announce that 2 athletes, an Olympic gold medalist and an Ironman champion, are ditching dairy, and in 2018 going with plant-based farms.
I'm involved with Open Rescue now with farm animals, and I just want to give a shout out to MFA for all the work that they do with farm animals. Nathan's book, it's awesome, really, I highly recommend it.
Through my world of skateboarding too, I came out with this line. I ride for Converse shoes, which is a huge shoe company, obviously. And I did a line of vegan shoes for them, and I think that the fact that teenage kids that are, if they're looking at me in any way, it's going to be that there's an optional way to think and an optional product. And even if they don't act on it right now, it'll always be in their head. So.
Yes.
My biggest thing right now is I'm focused on people in the community who feel that they can't afford good food, good vegan food. If anybody here has seen What the Health or Cowspiracy, I've announced it before, but I'm announcing that the next film is going to be my film. I'm working with Keegan we're going to focus on food injustice as well as food deserts through the lens of hip hop. We got Russell Simmons to be the executive producer. We're basically gonna the name of it was gonna be Hippocrates, but the thing is, Hippocrates is only really known within the vegan community. So we basically changed it to, they're gonna kill us. So, yeah, we're just gonna let them know.
I'm very lucky that I have a show now that is news oriented. Just last week I did an entire segment about vegan fashion, and I had a representative from PETA come on, but we couldn't say it was from PETA. But we had a stylist come on, and we introduced all vegan fashions, and I was so proud.
First of all, it is the most important social justice movement of our time. That's number one. And it is rare, if not impossible, to go through life and not find all of your vegan friends at the LGBTQ marches, at the human rights marches, holding their no ban, no wall sign. I mean, like everywhere, because vegans simply get it. Me, I mean, I want to be part of that. You know, I want to know that the work that we're doing now is going to be in the history books. I want to be part of that as, you know, oh wow, they saw it.
In our culture, there's this idea that like people just don't change. People don't change, you know, and I really think that's bullshit. You know, I think people do change. If you can give them a reason to change, if you can give them a roadmap, and you can provide them with examples of other people who have changed.
A lot of kids, yeah, they are going vegan because they know that the animals are killed for their food, and they don't like the fact that that's what's happening, and that's why I went vegan. So they think about how the animals are killed, and they don't think that that's right. And just, I think some kids, they get held back by their parents because they say, well, mom and dad, I want to go vegan, but they either say no or they say yes, and they feed them food that they won't like.
As far as yoga, you know, it just makes sense for people, like yogis think, you know, it's one within themselves and finding balance within themselves, and really, you know, true yoga is finding balance within you as a part of the microcosm of everything. Like that's yoga. I think that's lost in the modern day of most of that's what's cool about Jivanmukti. They really put all the dots connect together, so it just makes sense that everything's all in one and we're just one part of it. So
that totally makes sense. Totally makes sense.
I actually became vegan overnight, and it was the very best decision I've ever made in my entire life. I'm 67 years old. I can do whatever workout I want to do, and it just doesn't matter. I'm climbing hills, I'm running, I'm doing push-ups. I can do a 5-minute plank. Don't ask me to do it because it might be a lot. Anyway, no, I swear to God.
Alright, so that's about all I filmed of the panels. I didn't get to see all of them because I was out seeing the rest of the festival. and meeting some awesome people. Also, thanks to Brian, I got to hang out backstage and eat some delicious food.
Important to me in advancing the cause of veganism and animal rights. It's my life's work. Everything else, career, whatever, doesn't mean shit compared to activism as far as I'm concerned. There's one thing that frustrates me sometimes, a lot of things frustrate me, but one in particular when people say, like, don't you care about people? I love people. I like animals more, but I do love people. But even if you hate animals, you should still be a champion of animal rights, because nothing is destroying humanity more than animal agriculture. That's 90% of rainforest deforestation from animal agriculture, 45% of climate change, 50% of ocean acidification, at least 50% of cancer, diabetes, heart disease, obesity, 100% of famine. And that's a simple one, because it takes 1 pound of grain to make 1 pound of bread that you can feed to a hungry person, or you can take 250 pounds of grain to make 1 pound of beef, 75% of antibiotic resistance. So basically, animal agriculture is the apocalypse that we're suffering through. So, I'm a vegan and animal activist for animals, but also for people. Like if we would just fucking stop subsidizing animal agriculture. 16,000 scientists sort of released this letter recently. It was a warning to humanity. Everything comes from animal agriculture. They're talking about climate change, rainforest deforestation, ocean acidification, antibiotic resistance. I was like, just stop raising animals for food. And everything goes away. You fucking stupid 7 billion people. Having said that, if you're here, you're not a vegan, welcome.
You can have conversations. Oftentimes, many of the problems in the world come from people not actually talking to other people, but listening to other people who are representatives of the different factions of the sides, which just exacerbates the We've got the power. Yeah. We've got the guts and the glory and all those other words. But if you're a real American, you'll understand that you're just a person. There are arbitrary lines delineating different ways of being around the world. And that the incremental monetary system is an interesting system, and yet it's causing a lot of disparities between people and their connection to what their purpose is on the planet. But that's a part of the challenge.
Like the shape of the banana, literally built.
I see what you're saying, in the creases.
In the creases.
Holy
exactly.
shit.
Yeah, in the creases.
Now that's some freak shit. Yeah, at first I'm like, I don't get it. It fits under your finger. Okay. Like, now I see the creases.
But see,
wow.
in this crease on this side goes right.
That's fucking nuts, dude.
People just said I'm vegan just to hang out. I didn't know what it was. To be vegan is not to eat. To be vegan is to think different, move different, act different, smell different, talk different, hang different. I had to learn that. So I ate vegan for 2 solid years. Some people call them vegan, but they eat fucking cheese. I don't like something. I just like to say I'm a conscious eater. I don't care. If you don't eat vegan, so what? I'm not like, oh, fuck you. How you doing?
Y'all ready for Waka Flocka? Y'all ready to turn up? That don't look like a normal party. Y'all ready to turn on Waka Flocka?
Got a main bitch, got a mistress, a couple girlfriends, I'm so rich. Keep my dick hard and keep it smoking. You get bills free, shout it, no joking. I won't die for this shit, broad day with that instant. See Gucci, that's my motherfucking nigga. Waka flocka flame, water, ass nigga.
Alright you guys, that's the video. Thanks so much for watching, I hope you enjoyed it. Stay tuned for more, including why I've been gone for so long. Don't forget to follow me on Instagram if you haven't already, and if you liked the music in this video, it's actually my band called Warm Hugs. Go check us out, all the links are in the description. Thanks again for watching, I appreciate your support. Go Vedge!